It's difficult in Hollywood because the city's corrupted.
What do you mean by corrupted? Can you explain that?
Harvey Weinstein, remember him? I'm just saying it as an example. R. Kelly, I mean, the people that come here as tourists, they're innocent people. You know, they get victimized by the cancer that's, here. But the wickedness is here. You can hear it. The guy yelling and mental illness and, and substance abuse, you name it. To improve it, they have to have vans that pick up people that are homeless and take them into shelter to get them off the street so they won't have to live in tents. If you go down there, the whole block is tents. Go to Sunset, same thing. I mean, you got men, women, and children living in tents. And that's kind of something you have to examine that if you want to improve the public relations or whatever.
Why do you think that's increased so much? Why are so many people living in their tents now here?
Well, it has a lot to do with substance abuse, alcoholism, being abused in their family, bro. I mean, it's something that's bad. But then you could turn it around if you produce programs that will benefit the homeless. There's people that's homeless everywhere. I mean, it's not something to just ignore, because every human life is precious. Every human life is precious. So if you let some guy die on the street, hey, you have to live with that. In my heart and my mind, I know that the condition of the people that are poor on the streets in Hollywood can change if they produce programs that they can go into and clean themselves up. A van picks them up, they go in a program where they can take a shower, feel like a human being again, and just, eat some good meals, get strong, go out, find some work, or go to school, college, university, study, you know what I'm saying? And you don't have to live on the streets, because living on the streets is very dangerous. How do I know? I live on the streets. I mean, it is something that must have a remedy. God made man with a brain, a mind. Whatever man thinks of, he can create it. They made the pyramids in Egypt, right? They made the Sphinx and Mount Rushmore. They made all these great monuments, you know what I mean? You tell me you can't take a simple human being off the street, feed him, give him nourishment, clean him up, for he can be whole again, for he can feel like a human being. Because when you're dirty and you haven't took a shower in a month, that means that your self-esteem is really low. And that's something it has to come to an end. You got women out here in Hollywood that's homeless. Now that is a disgrace to humanity. This is America, the most powerful country in the world. You're telling me you're gonna let a female that bears children to sleep out on the street? No, that's unacceptable. In Europe, I don't know if they do that. I mean, it's starting to rain. You know what I mean? I got to sleep out here.
What makes it so dangerous out here? What kind of stuff have you seen?
I got stabbed in my chest, right there. See that? I got stabbed, 2011, for no reason. Some guy came from behind a tree, tried to stab me in my heart. He cut my nerve endings in my hand here and stabbed me right there. Punctured my lung. I walked to the store up here, right there, that store, and laid on the curb right there. And the paramedics came to get me, took me to a senior Sinai hospital in Beverly Hills. They patched me up, and here I am. I survived it. I mean, I've been a victim of violent crime. Downtown, I don't go down there because downtown you have blocks, like from that light all the way down to Highland. You have tents downtown on Skid Row. You guys should go down there. If you go downtown, you will see something entirely different than what you see in Hollywood. Because downtown is a devastation to the humanity. You got hundreds of people in tents, and they're in front of the mission on the sidewalks. And it's something that the world has to acknowledge that. The mayor says she wants to end homelessness. She got billions of dollars to do it. Why don't they do it? Pick them up in a van, take them to a reasonable place where they can take a shower, get a warm meal, and get themselves together, and then things can change. Because if they don't do it, eventually you're going to have to face judgment. Judgment can be in many forms. You believe in karma? If you let these people die on the streets, you don't think God's going to punish you? The person that created you, gave you breath, that gave you life. It's not something that can be ignored. Some of them are on the street on their own will. They don't want housing. They would rather live in a tent to avoid responsibility. And that's not the way to go. I mean, if they're going to put you in a program, accept it, move forward, keep a positive mental attitude, take classes, whatever you got to do, NA, AA, whatever you got to do to get off your substance, drugs, or whatever you're on, to move forward. Because life is short. No one lives forever. Hollywood has a good thing. If you work hard, because I was in a program up there called Hollywood Reentry. I worked for culinary staffing service on Melrose. If you work hard in Hollywood, you'll be rewarded. That's one of the last things I have to say. If you keep doing what you're doing, you'll get the reward, not just the financial reward, but the respect and dignity that you deserve. That's it.
What was your name again?
Mine's Barry.
Barry.
Wow, that was
That was amazing. You nailed it. You brought it all the way together.
Rain is falling, God is calling, rain is falling on my head. The wind is blowing, God is knowing, those that are soon to be dead. Rain is falling, God is calling the souls on Judgment Day. Rain is falling, God is calling those with the truth to say. Rain is falling, God is calling.